Yeah. Hello and welcome to my nose being bunged up again. Yes, for some reason my nose doesn't like me and it gets bunged up a lot. But yeah. Welcome to another live stream. Decided to do Stardew Valley today because I got a headache and I'm a little bit tired. So I just thought, nice relaxing game of Stardew. Yeah, let's get started. So, I almost forgot to turn the volume back on. Boop. Okay. Bad luck today, so no, don't bother going into the mines. Got a couple of cauliflowers. I need at least one of these for the community centre, so I'll go donate that to the. And I in between live streams, I've been doing a little bit of planning out the farm. So basically, I planned out like a bunch of sheds because basically, if you didn't know this, once you've repaired the greenhouse, Evelyn will come and give you the recipe for plant pots or garden pots or whatever they're called in this game. Some items in this game I've renamed, like beehives are called bee houses. Anyway, and basically, this plant pot will allow you to grow plants in it, but they won't be watered by sprinklers, unfortunately, which means there's no way to get around the sprinklers not. Well, actually, no, even if they did worry about. Anyway, but once you get to Ginger Island, you can get the island trader, and you can get the recipe for, I believe it's deluxe retaining fertilizer, which basically has a 100% chance of retaining the water from the previous day. I forgot to grab my reward. And basically, if you put all of them in a greenhouse, greenhouse or or inside any building really, you will essentially have plants that are watered for eternity. This does also work somewhat outside, but it only works for that month because fertilizers reset at the end of the month, but the fertilizers won't reset if they're inside a building. So, using the using the plant pots along with pineapples in a shed will allow us to harvest a bunch of pineapples weekly. And if my maths is correct, and I'm going to double check this right now because I might as well, but I'm going to say it now before I check myself, but if I'm not mistaken, because the pineapples, I know the pineapples take 1 week to grow, but I believe that that wine also takes 1 week. So if I go to where's the oak resin is what? I forgot the name of it. Keg. If I go to the keg, I'm something to make good. The keg is a complete in the pantry of the produce another approximate since Time passes differently from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. From 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. or 1 hour equals 100 minutes. From 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. One full day is... oh, okay, so, yeah, wine, any fruit, one of any fruit, 1,000 minutes or 6.25 days. So it's basically 1 week. So for every harvest of... every harvest of pineapples that we get, we will get we will also then get one batch of wine. And yeah. And because it's because wine processes before the fruit is ripe, then we're not losing any efficiency because we're not processing any pineapples that would just be sat in a chest. So I've planned it out so that we have an area for pineapples and kegs. So it's like 1 pineapple per keg. So so it's equal. So 1 shed of pineapples to 1 shed of kegs. So that means every week we get 7 there's 7 sheds of each. So 7 sheds of pineapple, 7 sheds of kegs, which means that we will then be harvesting 7 sheds full of wine every week. And my current plan for that is for it to go in this area. I'm probably going to have more than that many kegs because I'll probably have another shed with some kegs in it. But not for... pineapples, so just like miscellaneous other stuff, because we do have that little area down over in this direction over here that can grow crops, and we also have the greenhouse that'll be able to grow crops and have sprinklers in them. So book, nice. So they will be useful, and I'll probably have Asian fruit in them, because you can't have Asian fruit in the plant parts because the roots are too deep according to the game, and the plant would be unhappy. So that's my current plan for just that area up there. And I've got just like a couple of barns, one for cows, one for chickens, and a coop for chickens, and then a barn for pigs. I've like cornered off there a little area there so they can eat outside. Also, something that I'm going to want to set up if I don't have it yet. No, I don't have it yet, but once I level up in farming enough, I want to get preservative fowls, or bins, or whatever they're called, crafted up, because they'll make everything that I have worth more, which will be very handy. And I want to get that, I will hopefully get that done by winter. If not, then I'm pretty much screwed. But I think autumn is going to be my big the season where I just buy a ton of crops, just like pumpkins, because you can't really buy crops to grow in winter, and I'm going to be mainly using the foraging seeds to make, well, not really make money, but generate the forageables for me to then sell at the end of the month, at the end of the year. Um, and they don't cost any money to make. You just craft the winter forageables together, which will be easy peasy. Oh, and I'm probably gonna have a honey setup maybe, because you don't see too many of them. I think, yeah, and I think a honey setup will be good. Gonna have a tree setup, so get. Well, actually, I don't think I'll do a tree setup for what do you call it, for like resins here. I think I'll do that in the quarry, because quarry's not super useful, and you'll bet most of the time you're better off using it for something else. Now, on this farm you could use it to do crops, but I think I'll use it to because you can put sprinklers there, so that's a decent place to set up a farm. But I think I'll use it to get a lot of resin, because I've just got a temporary setup right now. That's literally just 3 trees, but I think if I get a bunch of saplings and a bunch of like flooring, I think that will be a good place to you know, get to produce the resin I'll need for all the kegs. I think I'm gonna have mostly oak resin being produced, and then like 50% oak resin, and then like 25% the other 2 resins. Well, yeah, well, 25% each of the other 2 resins, because then I'll have plenty of all of them being produced. Because you don't really use the other 2 resins a ton. Like, they do have some uses, but not a ton. Let's go do some beach foraging. Oh wow, a cockle! That's actually quite rare. Like, I had everything. Oh, and I should get that rebuilt. Surprised it took me this long to. Anyway, I like went through almost an entire year not seeing a single cockle, and cockles, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they can spawn all throughout the year, and they're a little bit rare. So getting one this early is nice, and it's also used in the crab pot bundle, which is nice because I don't want to really make crab pots to do the crab pot bundle, and honestly, the cockle is the biggest roadblock to getting that done. That's quality fish. Ah, there we go, crab pot. Boom. And you actually get crab pots for completing that. But I will probably be using a good few of these like foraged items I've got for energy during autumn. Because I'm going to need some extra energy to water all of the pumpkins. There is one other thing you can farm during winter. It's fiber, because you can make fiber seeds. Oh, I forgot to water the cauliflower. You can make fiber seeds with mixed seeds and stuff, and they grow in all seasons. I wish mice had turbo functionalities. Like, how difficult would it be to add a turbo functionality to it? Hey Jack, possibly thinking about a rebrand with having second thoughts as YouTube isn't something I really enjoy pursuing. I much prefer the reward of helping animals thrive. Yeah, like if you're not enjoying doing YouTube, then don't do it. That's all I can really say. Like, so basically, if you didn't know, my friend Jack, he volunteers at, well, you probably didn't know this, but because I've never mentioned this before, but he volunteers at like an animal shelter. I would do that, but they wouldn't let me take my Lily with me. So, I just wouldn't want to leave her alone, home alone. So that's why I don't do it. But if that wasn't the case, then I would probably do it at least once or twice. But ADHD, I'll probably do it a few times and get bored, and my mind would wander on to something else. But sometimes it can get my mind gets super focused on stuff like, more recently I've been super focused on Stardew Valley. Yeah, doggy daycare. Keep the dogs busy and occupied, yeah. I remember when I first moved into my flat, I thought about doing a dog walking service, but I decided against it because I'm not really an outdoorsy person and I don't really enjoy walking that much, and yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll become more of an outdoorsy person then start a dog walking service. Like, give me a $5, I'll take your dog, you know, drop your dog off here, give me a $5 and I'll take him to people's park. I probably shouldn't say that because I might have accidentally just doxed the area that I lived in. I'm not famous enough yet for people to want to try and hunt me down. Also, I think, have I mentioned where my father's side of the family's from? No, I don't think I have. Because that would actually be a bit of a giveaway as well. Because that's not far from where I live. Oh, I got level 4 foraging. Oh, wow. +1 wild berry harvesting. Nice. Charcoal kiln. Funny story with the charcoal kiln. One time I decided to test out whether it would be profitable to buy wood from Robin, turn it into charcoal in the kiln, and, you know, sell the charcoal. So I may have cheated using the item spawning name glitch and just like got a bunch of items, upgrading my tools, just like, and bought a bunch of bombs and cleared the farm and just like filled it with kilns, and then I bought a bunch of coal from Robin and I filled up all the kilns, and then the game crashed. So yeah, the game doesn't like it when you fill up the entire farm with kilns and set them going. Bad luck again today. Unfortunate. Oh. I forgot to water you as well. Jodie wants a cauliflower. Let's go give her that. Actually, I can't do that right now because it's not 9 AM, but I'll do some foraging. There's just straight up no forageables. Yeah, but all I can really suggest is like pursue what you love. And if you love to look after animals, then go do that. I think for free sardines. I think what you do it part time currently, don't you? Maybe look into doing it like full time. If you really want to. Yeah, if you ever need any help and you're willing to let me bring my puppy in, I'll definitely be up to helping. But again, puppy, currently I don't want to leave her alone at home. Where do I find sardines? Sardines. Ocean. I believe they're easy. Yeah, 30. Actually, this. Training rod. Yeah, they do. 25, yeah. 25 gold. Yeah, nah, I think I'll just use the regular rod because the regular rod will also give me all the fish that I can then sell later on. I'm not like Peter crazy about animals though, they are known to abuse animals, but I do want a world where animals can thrive and that meat is sustainable and ethically sourced. Right, you know me, I love animals. I've looked after animals my entire life. I looked after goats, chickens, ducks, not cows. Goats, chickens, ducks, rabbits, ferrets, tortoises, hedgehogs. I've looked after a lot of animals and I love animals. But I think meat, like, currently the main way to ethically source meat is just like, through like, basically a genetic blob of meat that is like you feed and then it grows and it feels like no pain or anything. But yeah, that's not a clean solution because right now in the meat industry there are billions and billions and billions of cows. Now if we just went to this lab growth meat, what are you going to do with all those billions of cows? Like, no joke, there is no clean way to, like, you can't release them out in the wild because they're too used to captivity. They were born in captivity, raised in captivity. You can't just release animals like that out in the wild because they're most likely going to be killed. Like, there are very rare exceptions, but those rare exceptions are some of the best animals that survive. Like, I remember hearing about some horses that were used in World War II that were set free in the wild in Africa and now have populated this area in Africa that not even zebras have populated. But for the most part, you don't have stories like that. For the most part, they go in the wild, they don't know what to do, and then they get eaten by the local apex predator at best. At worst, there is no apex predator that can kill them, meaning it bulks up the entire food chain, meaning their population grows out of control, creating economical disaster. Literally, if we did that, the best case scenario for those cows is they just get murdered and they just get killed off and then buried in a ditch somewhere. If we switch to laughing. So yeah, I do want a good future for animals, but it's just like you really gotta thing is like, you're gonna kill billions, well, not probably not well, maybe billions, but millions and millions of cows that would have died anyway, but now their meat's not going to get used, just so you can feel a bit better that your meat burger was sourced in a lab and fed by a self-replicating blob of meat. Oh yeah, and yeah, Peter's fucking crazy. They euthanized an entire litter of puppies because they didn't think they would sell. Like, Peter are monsters. They're not crazy. They're not crazy. They are fucking monsters. Like, Peter are fucking lucky they're nowhere near me, because if they were, they'd be getting their teeth knocked out of their mouths. What was they doing? Oh yes, fishing rod. I mean, as if the self-replicating meat blob ever gets off the ground, because I would honestly not be surprised if it got bought up by one of those big cow companies that makes ungodly amounts of money every year from the slaughter of cows, and they basically like bought it up and just to kill it. Like, something like that would not be new. Like, companies have bought out competitors just to kill them in the past. I mean, Microsoft have done it in the past with their, like, embrace and then extinguish stuff that they did. Back in the day. Tough trying to it's a tough thing to stand for. I love meat, but some factories choose mass breeding over natural breeding. Yeah, like, I have no problem with you know, animals being killed for food. Like, that's the natural order of things. So that's how things have worked for quadrillions of years. Well, not quadrillions, as for literally billions of years. Like, it was happening during the dinosaurs. It happened before the dinosaurs. It happened before what came before the dinosaurs. It was happening all the way back when giant scorpions lived in the ocean. This has been going on for countless years now. And it's just how things go. Like, you live, you grow old, and you die, and sometimes you don't get to grow old, and you just die because something else needs to eat you. And I'll go on to your question in a moment, Jack. But I absolutely abhor battery farming. Like, if battery farming is not already illegal, it very well should be illegal. I also think there should be more consequences for big corporations that break the law. Because at the moment, 99% of the time, whenever a big corporation does something wrong, they just have to pay a fine, which in the grand scheme of things is just a drop in the bucket for them, and half the time they don't even have to admit fault. Very rare, like, a big corporation doing something wrong actually ends up with somebody getting imprisoned. So yeah, who's worse, Peter or that vegan teacher? That vegan teacher is more annoying. Like, you know, she's that kind of vegan who's just like, I'm better than anybody who doesn't eat meat, and anybody who doesn't eat anybody who does eat meat is immoral. Like, yeah, she's annoying and self-righteous and so far up her own arse that she'll never see light of day again. But Peter does a lot more damage. Like, at the end of the day, that vegan teacher is harmless. Nobody takes her seriously, really. Well, nobody important at least. And it's not like she's running a major company that, you know, is doing shit where Peter is has a lot of people working for them and they do morally abhorrent things on a weekly basis, pretty much. Where that vegan teacher isn't morally abhorrent, she's just annoying. I mean, that's not to say Peter don't have moments where they're just annoying or stupid. Like, I got an old video recommended to me about when Animal Crossing New Horizons first came out. Peter made a video, not a video, an article, basically complaining like that he can catch big fish and bugs. But something that is very ignorant from them is they like listed like quote unquote animal friendly things you can do, and it's like build a bonfire. But if you live in the UK, you will know that in the UK, you do have to check bonfires before you light them for hedgehogs, because hedgehogs and other animals like to make their homes in the bonfires, so yeah. Bonfires aren't exactly animal friendly, Peter. Newsflash. Like, seriously, we were taught this in fucking nursery. And Peter are officially dumber than nursery children. Yeah, Minecraft did die down for a while. Do you remember Matt Pat's game theory on it? Well, I don't think it was on it in particular, but he did a game theory, and in that game theory, he talked about the early days of YouTube, and basically, the Yogscasts were basically too successful. They were too popular, and they were getting too many views and being recommended to too many people, to the point where like people who were new to YouTube would go to the front page and they'd be getting like recommended Yogscast and other Minecraft content, but mainly the Yogscast. So YouTube basically made the algorithm penalize Minecraft videos, and they penalised the Yogscast in particular because they didn't want somebody coming to YouTube for funny cat videos and then just getting recommended all these Minecraft videos. So YouTube basically sabotaged the Yogscast channel. Well, that was a long time ago. Minecraft did gain more relevance more recently. And there's this like whole thing of like Minecraft versus Fortnite, and then a good song came out of it called Minecraft Back, which I really enjoy, and it's actually in my list of songs I listen to. Oh, I have more than enough wood. Actually, I need a bunch of wood for the not fish tank, crafts room, construction. Yeah, 99.99. So basically 200. Wood. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. And nothing new there. Okay, so I need 200 wood. Yeah, I have more than enough wood. Yeah, OG diggity all. I do prefer the new. Well, it wasn't a remix, but like they like the newer one because the I did enjoy the OG Diggy Diggy Hole. It was basically the audio from Shadow of Israel with a beat put behind it, and a bit of auto tune, and not to like downplay the original thing, the original song. It was a good song, and they did very well with what they had, but I think the newer one is just as a song much better because all the audio, they didn't just like take they just didn't take the lyrics that Simon made up off the top of his head. They actually took those lyrics, built upon them, and then actually the Yogscast actually sang them. Like that's the thing. All the voices you hear in that song are the Yogscast. Like the entire Yogscast sung that song. Like you can't really hear the females as much, like Kim and Hannah. But yeah, all of the Yogscast pretty much, so far I know, at the time sung that song. So while the original is more nostalgic and it will always have a special place in my black hole of a heart, I just prefer the newer version. It's just more well put together. Yeah. Right. And clear up more of the farm. No reason not to. I need to learn animation cancelling because apparently it makes like chopping down trees a lot faster. I believe it's super easy now because they let you bind more than one action to the same key. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Right. Right. Don't put them in there. Getting really into card fight. Hold on. Getting into Card Fight Vanguard. It's an anime based off a TCG similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! Cool. I went to a barbecue at my uncle's house a little bit back, and my cousin likes anime, so he showed me this anime. Like, I couldn't even pronounce it when I read the book, the CD case, but it was actually quite good. So basically, it's like you have this like labyrinth of monsters, and the deeper down in it you go, the more powerful the monsters are. And you know, well, you don't notice at first, but you see some monsters, and then there's like this guy, and you basically find out that he was betrayed by one of his teammates, and left for dead, and he started eating monster meat, and because of this, like, I can't remember the stone, but it's like this mana stone that basically drips liquid mana, that could heal any wound or sickness. So he started eating that. No, I'm just gonna and that allowed him to like absorb the abilities of the monsters that he ate. And using his like abilities he already had and the abilities I got from the monsters that he ate, he made like a gun, and he started killing like more powerful monsters, and yeah, it's cool. And there's this vampire chick that was naked most of the time. Damn, these things do not want to die. Okay, I should go to the higher levels, farm the insects to get the insect head. Because I am not going to make it down with doing such puny damage. Yeah, 25 should do. Literally 0 monsters. 0. 25. I'll have to ask my Uncle Nick to or my uncle to get the name of the anime off him, so I can look it up, because it was it's a Funimation anime, so I have the app on my Switch, so I'll look it up on my Switch. Because I really want to see the end of it, because it was quite interesting. Because the only thing that I didn't like about it that I saw was he managed to make a flashbang, which apparently was the only time he used the flashbang, which is good, but I didn't like the flashbang because it didn't really show you, like, with the other things it showed you like the combination of abilities that he used to create the weapons, like the gun, which is why I like the gun, because it showed you how his creativeness and ingenuity in creating it. But with the flashbang, he just has it, and it never really explained how he figured out how to make a flashbang. It's not even like a stylized flashbang. It's literally just like if you went to Call of Duty. It's like the kind of flashbang you'd find in a Call of Duty game. Into yeah, no, it's the same. But the main thing that lets him make most of this stuff is his ability that he had for before going eating monster meat. Was like if you've seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a brilliant anime. But in that they can basically use equivalent exchange to reshape and change the properties of things, and that's basically his ability, but a bit less powerful. He can't just like create cannons and stuff, but he can like, if he wanted to, he could like create the shell of a cannon and then use something else to make it into a fully working cannon. Oh, nice. Monster Slayer goal complete. I thought that would take longer. It is to be out. Right. Any forageables down here? Nope. Oh wait, yes there is. One wild horseradish. Oh, and I can craft another. Excuse me, another bug meat steak. Like the designs of the monsters were not the most creative, but creative enough in my opinion. Yeah, 10 to 20 damage, plus 2 speed and plus 2 crit chance. Nice. Eats the green area. Right. Jailbreak to the ass and it. Yeah, if you go to the Discord, I put in an announcement, the announced date for the close of the 3DSe shop, basically. Yeah, I wanna, I've been thinking about doing my 3DS, but mine's like old and worn out, and I wanna get a like new 3DS XL. And then jailbreak that. I hate having a small inventory. I can't wait till the end of the year, then I can sell my stuff and make a ton of money and then get the like. Well, actually, I could probably get. No, I want to buy a ton of pumpkins so I can. Yeah. So we'll probably have to wait till next year. Come on, I just want one more staircase and I can say that I at least got 5 floors down today. And a new sword. Oh, there we go. I hate these dark floors, they're annoying. Your 3DS games, DSi radio. Yeah. Oh, hey. 3 mixed seeds. Nice. That's actually my first crate on this farm. Yeah, quite rare. Mixed seed. Oh, they dropped me. Oh, that's nice. Can kill them from mixed seeds. Organize that. Dump that in there. And I'm gonna sleep. Well, yeah, it's all free mainly because if they tried to sell it, they'd get sued to hell and back by Nintendo. Making it free is the only way they're not gonna get sued. I remember there was this website that was selling ROMs of Nintendo games, and Nintendo sued them and won. No shit. Yeah, don't try to sell, or basically like pirate sell, or whatever, Nintendo games, because they will sue you. Everything. Like worms are already in a grey area of legality, and then you add the right idea to sell the worms? Yeah, no, you don't need to be a future seer to know that's not going to end well for you. But yeah, they were like sentenced by the court to pay Nintendo X amount of money per month, and then they just didn't. Harvey wants a sunfish. I think I actually have one of them. Nope, no sunfish. I'm gonna have to fish one up. Double check I got that right. Get sunfish. Let me check where I can catch it. Sunfish. River. I keep forgetting to check for people's birthdays. It'd help if I had the right tool in my hand. A smallmouth bass. I don't know. Yeah, like Nintendo can be draconian, but sometimes you just gotta use common sense. Like, of course, they're not gonna let you sell ROMs of their games, but yeah, I do agree they can be a bit draconian sometimes. Hey, remember that time? A third party, I can't remember what they were called, but like, this third party who made faceplates for the PS5, and Sony sent them a cease and desist. Even though Sony's not even making faceplates for the PS5, they just don't want other people to be making and selling faceplates for the PS5. Not even faceplates, side plates, whatever they're called. There's like wings on the sides of it that come off. Soggy newspaper can go, because I think all that gives me when I put it through the recycle machine is torches, which aren't super useful, nor are they super valuable. So if I just go back here, some fish for you. I miss Shane's birthday and Pam's birthday. And Sega come back with, hey look, someone made a fan game with Sonic Real. Nah, Sega aren't really as... I'll agree they're not as bad as Nintendo, but they're not that good because, sure, they let the guy make Sonic Mania, but that came off more as a oh look how with the time of it just like releasing so close, if I remember correctly, released like really close to Sonic Forces, so it came off as more like, oh look how good new 3D Sonic is compared to old stinky 2D Sonic. So like, I remember like it just like coming off as them just like wanted to flex how good new 3D Sonic was, and then it blowing up in their faces. Very 9 cauliflower seeds, nice. Oh, but I'm not gonna be able to grow them this year because they take 12. They take a coli. Colo. What the hell? Oh, lied. Yeah, 12 days to grow, so nowhere near enough time to grow them in this season, unfortunately. And you say you don't really know what to do with Sonic the Hedgehog, so they might as well let the fans make games because they can't make a good Sonic game to save their lives anymore. Heck, the guy who made Sonic went on to make a shitty game in Balan Wonderworld. I didn't know there was like that whole thing. I think I've talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again just in case I didn't. There's a whole thing where him just like saying, well, they didn't let me finish it that I was on until like for like the vast majority of it. But if I stayed on for that last bit, then I would have been able to fix it. Save it. And it's like, no. That game's problems that game was rotten to the core. Like, sure, Square intervening in it at the last minute probably didn't help the game. But even if he was allowed to stay on, and then he probably given even more time to develop it, I still don't think it would have been a good game. Or even a mediocre game. I think still been pretty much just as shit, just a bit less buggy. But I think Square saw the writing on the wall when they saw this, like, oh sorry, they're like, my god, this game's gonna be shit. Everybody's gonna hate it and it's gonna bomb. And it's like, okay, let's not spend any more money than we have to. Let's just get this out the door, and I think he didn't like that, so he protested against it. Well, not, you know, he was like, no, I don't want it to be released that early because it needs more time. Because it did need more time, but again, could have given it tons more time and they wouldn't have fixed it. It was like, no, and you're fired. And honestly, I would have probably done the same thing. Like that game was not the worst game of all time, but it was a dumpster fire of a game. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was evolved a lot, but card games on motorcycles is unforgivably dumb. Like, for me, that's when the series, you know, passed the, you know, that's when it officially jumps the shark, in my opinion. It's like, this is beyond stupid. Oh, sorry, Papa. Okay. Oh, Lily was under the footrest. You should go under the footrest. What are you doing under there? So, I don't know. I just wanted to be under the footrest this time for some reason. Oh, poor Papa. Right. Yeah, you're basically using the Bozo the Clown argument. Basically, the argument is like they laughed at Isaac Newton and what was the name of the guy that discovered that the Earth was rotated around the sun and not the sun rotating around the Earth? Galileo? Was it Galileo? Anyway, basically, they laughed at these great minds. So, therefore, you laughing at me now validates what I say. And the reason why I call this a Bozo the Clown argument is because they also laughed at Bozo the Clown. Like, yes, just because two people in the past who were mocked for their ideas doesn't then mean you instantly get a free pass for your dumbass ideas. Like, sure, Call of Duty may have been unfairly criticized in the past, but that doesn't mean that riding card games on fucking motorcycles isn't still stupid as fuck. What's my luck today? Oh, Queen of Swords. Neutral. Ooh, hold on. There's even a joke about it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged. It was just like Tristan riding a motorcycle and saying, "One day card games will be played on motorcycles," and Yu-Gi-Oh's like, "Tristan, that's stupid." Oh yeah, I watched Scott the Was. Scott Wozniak. Did I already do all the foraging? I've forgotten what I've done today and what I've not done. I want to talk about this real quick because it's a bit funny. But to basically punish Britain for our embargoes on Russia, Putin has banned certain Britons from entering Russia, one of which is David Cameron, the former Prime Minister. And not the Prime Minister before the current one, but the Prime Minister before the one that we just got rid of. Well, basically, the one who just resigned, Boris Johnson, was preceded by a woman who was preceded by David Cameron. That, and this isn't like political, like, you know, he's not like banning him from like political visits or anything. He's retired. And he also like banned a British comedian, and the British comedian said on Twitter that he basically Russia wasn't high on his list of places to vacation to. It's just like, this is like the weakest shit I've ever seen. It's like, oh, I must retaliate against the UK or Britain for these embargoes. Well, what do I do? Oh, I know. I'll ban a certain few Brits from coming to Russia. That'll really hurt them. It's not like it's Russia's a frozen wasteland ruled by an evil dictator. Now, if I want to go to a frozen wasteland, I'd go to Canada. At least that's not ruled by an evil dictator. It's just they speak. It's just a bit French. And it's close call. Some of them speak French, evil dictator. Well, I don't hate the French that much. French language, maybe. I'm never going to learn French. It's a stupid language. Like, eau de toilette. De toilette is simultaneously the word for toilet water and deodorant. It's like, what? 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 How do you get eau de toilette as deodorant and toilet water? One's one word, and the other is two words. And eau de toilette is 3 words. And then they have masculine and feminine words, and it's like, I think I've already ranted about this before in the previous live stream. It's just like, and I know other countries probably have this, but it's just like, the idea of anthropomorphizing words is just stupid in my opinion. It's like, yes, this word is definitely masculine and that word is definitely feminine, but only sometimes. Sometimes that word can also be masculine, depending on the context. It's like, stupid. It's just stupid. Oh yeah, I was also talking about this in another live stream as well. We were talking about food and how, like, anybody who says that English food is shit has never been to England, for one. And I was like talking about how come England's always the one who gets made up of their food when you have the Scottish who eat fucking haggis, and the French who eat frog legs and snails. Like, yeah, let's not pick on them, but let's pick on the country with fish and chips, fucking the best sweets in the world, not including chocolate, because Belgium chocolate is fucking amazing. Yeah, like fucking bangers and mash and Yorkie puds and fucking Scotch eggs. I love a good Scotch egg. It's, and if you don't know what Scotch egg is, basically like take the egg yolk, okay? You you cover it in like sausage meat and then like bread, and then it's basically like a sausage egg sandwich in a bowl, essentially. Oh, you found a mouse who runs a shop, but the thing that I have not found is a way to make it stop. I found four cowboys are giving trucks and I tripped cars. Oh, fucking Battenberg. Like, it sounds more German than English. Like, hold on, where do Battenbergs? Hold on. Where do Battenbergs originate? Because it does sound German. Oh yes, they are actually German. The cake was created as a wedding gift for Prince Louis of Battenberg and the Princess Victoria, granddaughter of Queen Victoria, and paid tribute to England's newest royal family member by using his last name as the title of the confection. So it was made by a German for a German who was marrying English royalty. Well, still, Bayernburg is beautiful. Invasive crab species is living in the local. I've always found these really hard to find. One to 29's in the mines. I guess I could go into the mines and try and find some rock crabs. I think they're found on floors 1 to 29, or the regular ones are. For the cakes, I can't help but eat more. Yeah, cherry bakewells are delicious. Oh, and I love a good tart. Or fucking lemon curd tarts are the best. Alright, so I want to check all these pointy ones to make sure they're not rock crabs. If I swing my sword at them and they don't make a noise, then they're not the rock crabs, but if they do make a noise, then they are rock crabs. I could also just hit them with my pick. This way it doesn't use up energy. I don't know if you... Oh, there's one. Imagine that Karen typing. How dare you, tart is a derogatory word. Oh, it's not a derogatory word for women in general. It's a word for women. Well, basically sex workers. It basically is a word for sex workers. Well, a more insulting word. It's that's only really a British thing. It's not really something in like America, if I believe. Just more of a British thing. Karen versus Karen battle. Three. Well, I just need one more of these rock crabs. Finally! Oh, now I need to talk to Demetrius. Oh, I need to reload the chat. Oh yes, Sagatar versus Chuck Norris. I do like it when Death Battle do some of the more funny, like, meme ones. $150 gold. Like Deadpool versus Mask. That was fun. Or like the Kool-Aid Man versus what's his name? Like the snap into a Slim Jim guy. I do like the more fun, like the more fun and crazy ones are definitely my favourites. I forgot to donate the spoon. Yeah, well, guess I'll chop down some trees. Alright. Now it's loose. Guess I could go do some foraging. Aquaman. Yeah, Aquaman's a little bit lame. Now, the movie was alright. I've heard Amber Heard's not going to be in Aquaman 2. If I remember correctly, she's been like fully removed from Aquaman 2. Like before the trial ended, they reduced it to just like a small role, and when she was found guilty on all but one account, then she was fully removed. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Hey, Linus. Yeah, I can skip this. Yay. I'll have a quick drink. Alright, Jack, do you like the name of my cat that you can see just under total earnings? Right. I believe you can actually get recipes and stuff. Yeah, well, I not believe I know you can. Yeah. So then, and then if you miss like a queen of sauce, like you'll be able to get a recipe here. Yeah, a bit expensive. Sleepy time. Oh wait. Kick the cat over there. And sleep. Now 5 comeback, got Roots Platter. Hey, it's raining. Nah, it's harder, not harder. Got some good luck. It's the 23rd, I might as well go do some mining. New items in stock. Got 500 gold from Lewis, which is actually a nice chunk of change right now. Flower dance tomorrow. I'm gonna do a bit of mining until 9 AM, then I'm gonna go donate the spoon. Leak. And now my pocket has a leak in it. Oh, there's a cat outside my window. Just saw her walking along the fence. Oh, the corner of my eye. Oh, nice. Right. Oh, nice. Oh, and there we go. I pretty got the useless slingshot that I never use. Zoo Tycoon, but I'm evil. Evil! I can't really do a good Aquaman voice. Not Aquaman. What is it? Barnacle Boy and... Mermaid Man! Mermaid Man! I can't do a good Mermaid Man impression. Voice. Weird. Speak. Barely speak good to begin with. Slap that on display. Anyway, I should play Stardew Valley with you. Talking about salty, like Scotland is just always salty for some reason. Like recently, with like a new prime minister being elected, there's like, oh, we should hold another election. It's like, no, that's not how British politics have worked. for the past hundreds and hundreds of years. Like, we elect a party and not the party leader. And for them saying that we should hold another election just goes to show how incompetent and, basically just lacking basic understanding of how our political system works. 10 is 15, that's 20. I think it's a good thing that we elect the party and not the head of the party, because otherwise we'd be getting Donald Trumps instead of actual competent leaders. As well, we may joke about our leaders and everything. They're far more competent than the majority of American leaders, to be honest, because well, the last American leader was Donald bloody Trump. I mean, I'd rather have, like, Boris Johnson or, what was her name? Margaret Thatcher? No. Yeah, it was Theresa May. I'm bad with names, if you couldn't tell. I'd rather have Boris Johnson, Theresa May, or David Cameron over fucking, Biden and Trump. I will agree that Boris was the closest thing to an American-style election we've ever had. And look how well it went. It went badly. And you want us to do the same thing again, and you expect it to go better this time? I'm pretty sure somebody said that the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing again and again and expecting a different outcome. Might have been Albert Einstein, I don't know, but whoever said it, it's still true. Really? And I shudder to think what would happen if we somehow got a leader worse than fucking Boris Johnson if we held another election. And focused it on the person and not the party. Clean up some of the sticks. I have actually cleaned up all the rocks. Let's get some stumps, some trees to clear out. There are probably, well, Mussolini. Mussolini's worse than Donald Trump. Who else is worse than Trump? Not Stalin. Stalin's predecessor. What was his name? I mean, he wasn't as bad as Stalin, but he wasn't a good guy either, really. And also a bit of an idiot. I didn't want Stalin to become the next leader, yet he put him in job of deciding who gets what job. Like, good job there. Fucking moron. Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Not Vladimir. Oh yeah, Vlad the Impaler. He was a pretty mean dude. At least according to legends, he bathed in his fallen opponent's blood. Oh, bad luck day, definitely not going down into the mines today. Guess I'll just chop down some more trees. Well, I'll check the quest board real quick. Was that French general who wasn't technically leader of his country, but he led his men and he went into a full-on retreat when attacking Germany during the early days of World War II, even though if they had fully committed, England and France could have just steamrolled Germany within the first year, and then all of the horrors of the war would have never happened. So you could also say that whoever led France back then and Neville Chamberlain are just as bad as, well, maybe not just as bad as Hitler, but slightly not as bad. Because you can essentially pin the entirety of World War II and Hitler's atrocities on them for their, what's the word? Their hesitation, their unwillingness to meet Hitler on the battlefield. The cowardness? Cowardice? Yeah, cowardness. Kangas Khan was a ruthless guy. Conquered most of the Asian most of the Asias. Should I get 2005 now? Alright, let's get this show on the road, Lewis. Yeah. Are you thinking about that? Kangas Khan, for the time, was really big. But do you think, bear in mind, most Asian people are, descended from Kangas Khan. So you think if he was really that big, his children would grow to be not much smaller than he was, even if he impregnated smaller women. His children should still, at least a fair few of them should still inherit his size. So do you think that his size was aggrandized? Because Asian people are typically quite small. Or I think I even heard one time it was China was started a breeding program where they got NBA athletes to hook up with Chinese women to make taller Chinese people to play basketball. In between the genocide and the Uyghurs. Oh, got a good look. It's the 25th. May as well go to the mines. Now we're onto the frozen floors, which are much better. Oh, and I get to kill these dust pests, which is really good because I can farm these for the burglars ring. I believe you have to kill a lot of them to get the burglar's ring. Oh wow, my inventory's already full. I'll get rid of that sap. Yeah, making my way through the mines with a base pickaxe is really going to slow me down. Step, step. Right. There we go, got some iron. And you're dead. Oh. I've heard it's pretty bad in China and North Korea, like if you're good to you get rewarded. Yeah. The social credit system is, yeah, pretty oppressive and probably violates multiple human rights laws. It's basically a way for China to keep track of who's loyal to the government and who's not, and keep the people who aren't loyal to the government in the country, and those who are loyal are basically free. They don't want like people going to other countries to like escape their oppression or to basically badmouth China. I remember one time NASA made like some sort of breakthrough, and one of the I think the like lead guy was of Chinese descent, and China sent a they basically sent a reporter to the conference to like try and get him to somehow attribute this breakthrough to China. Basically, it was like, asking like, do you believe that you being Chinese helped with this breakthrough? And he was basically, and they asked this multiple times. This reporter asked this multiple times, and he basically was like, while I am of Chinese descent, I've never even been to the country, so no, China has had no influence over this breakthrough at all. Well, how pathetic is that? Just like, your country does so few good, actually good things that you try and have to leech off what the good things that other countries are doing. Like, if that ain't a sign that that your government is failing you, then I don't know what is. Amethyst. Clint wants an amethyst. I think I can do that. Yeah, not to mention the genocide of the Uyghurs, which Disney is complacent with. Disney keep on making it harder and harder for me to support them. Like, I do enjoy Disney movies, but I buy them not because they're Disney, but because they usually have, you know, a creative person behind them that has a story to tell, rather than just like Disney themselves just like making it to make money. Except for the live action remakes. The live action remakes are pure shite. That are just there to try and milk money from the average person that doesn't know any better. Okay then, Jack, talk to you later. Have a good evening. Clint's someone who wanted it. $300 gold. Bottom of the mines. Actually, it's almost 10 PM now, so I think I'll end the stream soon. It's getting late. Made some good progress. Let's chop down a few more. Oh, wait, I'm pretty much all out of energy. Okay then. Actually, I could go to the beach and forage. I just thought of a good metaphor for how I view Disney. Disney, for the most part, is a megaphone for you know, for like creative people who actually have a vision and a story to tell. For the most part, the only exceptions being the aforementioned live action remakes, which again is just soulless tripe. And not made by I think they are made by creative people, but they're not making them because they've got a story to tell. They're making them because they gotta make money. As to with stuff like Encanto, that was made by a person with a story to tell, and same for like Moana and just in general the animated Disney movies that came out, and Pixar, and Disney, not Disney, Star Wars has been a bit shite recently. Like Force Awakens was good, Rogue One was alright, nothing great. had a Star Wars Clone Wars Easter egg in it because, yay, I like it. And yeah, everything else after that was shite. The Last Jedi wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't that bad. It's just more so like Ryan Johnson's reaction to the criticism of the movie that really just like drove it down in my opinion. Of like, I'm definitely playing like the worst Star Wars movie of all time, and then I didn't even bother going to see Rise of Skywalker, and I'm glad I didn't because it's shite. Anyway, I hope you guys all did enjoy this live stream. I hope to see you guys in the next live stream.